Okay, this is make your own Play-Doh and then sculpt with it. So making your own Play-Doh, cooking, and art have a lot in common. So learning how to mix things together, learning how to improvise and stuff like that, that has a lot to do with being creative. So we're going to talk about how to make this Play-Doh. So I made mine white so that way I can make a bunch of different colors later. So the way I did it was 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of salt mixed together in one bowl. Then I had a cup of water and a teaspoon, so about a spoonful of oil. So you can use olive oil, you can use vegetable oil. I used lemongrass oil just to make mine smell better, but you can use whatever oil you have. And then you're going to need food coloring if you want to make yours colorful. If you just want to do white and then paint it when it dries, that is perfectly fine. It's all up to you. So I'm going to show you how to add food coloring. You can add food coloring to the water and to the oil and make your whole batch one color. I didn't want to do that because I wanted multiple colors. So you grab some out of here, and this makes quite a bit. So I've already made 3 colors, plus I have all of this left. So it makes quite a bit. And I'm going to fold it in my hand. This is called kneading. Kneading is something that we use when we work with clay. And we're going to knead it together. You can also use this when you bread make. Same thing. So I knead the clay together. Flatten it, fold it the other way, flatten it, fold it. Okay, you can also wedge it on a table, so that means pushing it down, folding it back, pushing it down, folding it back. That's called wedging in clay. So once you have it kind of well managed, you're going to add your color. So I have not done red yet, so I'm going to do red. And this is just regular food coloring you can find up any store. Okay, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of my dough. And I have quite a bit, so I'm going to do 2 drops. Okay. Now, if I go and put my hand right on top of that, it's going to leave red marks, and you can already see I have some blue. So you don't want to do that. We actually want to fold that color in. Okay. Fold it in again. Eventually, it will come out. See, there it comes. And we're going to keep working it on the inside, so that way we don't get our fingers super red. It's still going to get a little red, because they do stain. So you want to stay away from your clothes, and you want to mix it in. And if there's a lot there, you can fold it back in. And if it starts to get sticky, sometimes at the bottom of your bowl, there is this powder at the bottom that didn't quite get mixed in. You can lay that on there so that way it dries again. Sometimes it's getting sticky because the moisture is getting on your hand. Sometimes it's getting sticky because it's getting hot because you're working with it, especially underneath my lights right now. Mine's getting really sticky, but that's okay. And you can tell that that red is starting to come out. The more we knead it, so pulling apart, folding over, making sure you turn it. Okay. And see, when you flatten it, you can see that there's still some like extra red in there. So we want to get that all mixed in. We don't want it to be ununiform, which we want. The uniform means we want it all one color. And actually, I think I'm going to add another drop of mine, because I kind of want mine a little darker than that. Looks a little pinky. Okay. Okay, you can knead it. Okay. Spread it out to see if you got it mixed good. It's a pretty good mix. Okay. When you're done, spread it out. Make sure that you got a good mix. When you're done, it can go in a sack. The best thing to do is put it in your fridge for a little bit before you start sculpting, so that way it's will set. And then you guys can sculpt with it. You can make whatever you want. If you want to make something and then paint it once it's dry, that's perfectly fine. It's all up to you. And you can make as many colors as you want. So if you want to make a purple, you can just take your red and your blue and mix them together to make a purple. You can make like a brighter green if you want to mix these two. You can try to make your own green if you want to try. You could try these together to make orange, so that's your red. So there's a bunch of different things you guys can try. I want you to have fun, experiment with it. If your sculpt doesn't come out the way you want it to, that's okay. Take a picture of it, send it to me, and you can always put in the private comments like, I tried to make this, but my Play-Doh didn't set, or just explain your problem. Okay, this is for you to experiment, for you to problem solve. So try to figure out your problems first before you just give up. Okay, this is more of a learn as you go type thing, so I hope you guys have fun. And when you're done, make sure you take a nice, clear, good quality photo. Thanks.